friends! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the March faves and fails. This month though, we are very light on the fails, at least as of this moment. I may, as I'm going through this with you, have an epiphany and be like, oh, I forgot about this. But as of this moment, I have to tell you, I don't have a lot. I actually have very minimal, and I have a lot of things I've been trying, a lot of new things that I'm loving, some things I got from the Ulta 21 day sale, some things that are still in the testing review section with me. Guys, this is an amazing season of life at the moment, I have to say, on a personal level, and that's also why I love doing my faves and fails, because it feels like a chattier time where I get to just hang out with my friends. And I really do have to say, I feel like I have some exciting, fun things that are going to be happening and evolving over the next month. I'm not ready to talk about them all just yet, but it's going to be some fun stuff in store for you guys. And just so you know, if you see me maybe doing a little shorter video content at the moment, it's just because it is so crazy on this end, and there's going to be some more developing things coming in the future here on my channel, so I am really excited about what's to come. So definitely stay tuned and be subscribed. If you are a long-time lurker and you enjoy my video content, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to kind of like move forward with a few things that I'm going to be telling you guys about, but it's going to be soon and it's going to be really exciting and I don't want you to miss out. So if you want to go through all of these with me and also hear my shout outs, because every month one of my favorite things is you guys. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I love hearing your feedback. So if you want to hear if you happen to be shouted out this month, be sure to stay to the very end. But now grab your tea, grab your snack, grab your limoncello LaCroix, get comfy, because I have some thoughts on loved products, stuff I've hit pan on, but also brand new collections that I just got last night and I am trying for you. Cheers! Cooper has feelings outside. Can you hear him? Oh, I better go get him so he doesn't disturb the peace. Oof! It is a blustery day out there, so now if my hair is wild, it is Cooper's fault. I feel like I need to start this video with a favorite that has been top of mind since the beginning of the month. When I was like, okay, when it comes time to do my faves and fails, I have to talk about this. And then the next week would go by and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to talk about this. And that has happened every single week this month. So let me just tell you something that is from the drugstore. It doesn't break the bank, but it, I think, is high quality, and I have tried a ton of things for the brows, as we know. This little bite-sized cutie is the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and you guys, this did make me go wow. As we can see, it is a tiny little wand here, and this baby packs a punch. What I will generally do is put a little bit of pencil in my brows just to kind of start the shape, because I've let you guys know it's a little bare up front, and then run this through my brows, and you can layer it and it just keeps filling in the brows. It keeps a rich look going, but still natural. If I'm still coming on camera and I need a little bit more depth, because when you're filming in front of natural light, it kind of diffuses everything. It's more complimentary for sure, but can also kind of diffuse the brows. I'll still put on a powder if I'm coming on camera, but in day-to-day life, this actually looks super duper natural. It's not as dark as my hair necessarily, which is why I feel like I need to add just a little bit of powder, but it is, I've been able to go out without it in real life, and it is really nice. I'm super duper impressed with this, and I have tried some formulas that are much more expensive, much higher end than this e.l.f. product, and I love this. I've kind of waited throughout the month to be like, is this going to let me down at some point? Is this going to be more patchy or have a ton of pigment in a bad way? No. I really feel like this Wow Brow from e.l.f. is amazing. My shade, I believe, is like the darkest one I could find. It says it's deep brown, and this deep brown shade works perfectly for my brows. It keeps it super duper natural. Like I said, I'll use a little bit of a pencil in the beginning and then go over with this, and if I'm just running errands, this is all I need. Fills out the brows, keeps them looking nice but approachable, not overwhelming, I really have been impressed with this. So as more stuff is kind of coming out from e.l.f., I'm like, ooh, let's see what else they've got going, because this has really been nice and a hit for me all month long. This is only $5, so compared to some of the higher end things, you don't get a lot of product, unfortunately, but it does a lot. And like I said, I've been using this all month long, and I don't feel like it is drying up at all, so I'm not sure how long this is going to last. I'm pretty excited to see. They describe it as a buildable wax gel formula with a brush, and I could totally see that, because it comes out a little bit wet, and then it starts to dry down, and then what I'll do sometimes is then, once it dries just a touch, if I feel like, oh, I've missed a spot, or you know what, this didn't dry the way I thought it would, I'll just add a little bit more, and it is definitely buildable, I would say. But then, like you see me here touching it, it's not moving, it's not bunching, it's not going to like come off in the humidity or the heat as it gets warmer out. I'm really impressed. Oh yeah, and it's not even on my finger right now. I kind of thought my finger would have something on it. It doesn't. There's no transfer. And I know right now it looks like we're going a little bit towards a trend, if you follow trends, with a thinner brow, and they, you know, say that this will give you a nice full brow. I feel like you shouldn't be scared of that even if you like a thinner brow, because what it's going to do is just layer it so it looks like you have more hairs where you put it than you do. It doesn't mean it's going to make you have wild bushy brows. It's just a more full voluminous brow. Sounds like they have 5 easy match shades for this as well, and this shade works really great for me. All right, I have a new love obsession. Now this is gonna kind of compete, I think, with some cool new stuff that I'm trying. I have a brand new collection of things that I just got last night that I need to give a longer amount of time to, so I'm gonna put that in a category that's a little bit more like I'm currently trying, but I'm gonna give you my thoughts so far. But there has been something that I got from the Ulta 21 day sale. I have now had for, oh my gosh, at least over a week. Time is so like irrelevant to me at this moment. I'm just kind of going day to day right now. But I have become obsessed with this, and I have to pause for a second and get one of them out of my handbag because I have been using these non-stop, and I cannot wait to tell you about them. And the reason I purchased them from the Ulta 21 day sale is because of you guys. A couple of you had told me how great this product was. Let me get them. Do you guys do that where you have like a favorite thing, so you just like keep a backup or one of the shade ranges in your handbag because you're like, I can't be without this? So many of you guys let me know how good these were that while I could get them on a deal, I got 3 of the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips. I have become obsessed with these. I got 3 in different shades. I've never tried to swatch these, so I think I'm going to try that. The first one I'm going to go into is Hibiscus, and this is a shade I heard from a lot of people was really, really good, and I can guarantee some of you are watching this right now being like, girl, I told you about that. I know, these, you guys are so right. This is so good. So it looks like this. The component looks really nice. It's got a little clickable button here on the bottom that also shows you the name and kind of a swatch of the color. And then what you do is you press the bottom to like a pen to click it up. So you click it up like a pen, and then more product comes out the tip here. And the color saturation is actually really nice, but you can see how wet it is, right? Because these are so juicy. I am obsessed with this formula right now. I'm someone who likes to have a little bit of moisture added to my lips, as I've told you guys before. And that color is opaque, but it still goes with the natural like color of your lips, or if you have a color underneath. Like right now I have a color underneath, so I kind of want to put this on, but what I'm wearing right now is a full collection of something I'm going to be trying in just a little bit, but I'll go ahead and do some swatches for you. But I feel like you can even see, this is a couple of different lipsticks, honestly. This can just dress it up. It is so smooth. And juicy is the perfect word for this because it so juices up your lips. It juices everything so they feel hydrated. It's not just like a gloss that sometimes the gloss can be goopy or sticky or pull your lips together. No, this feels so comfortable. This feels so glidey nice that it just hydrates your lips and it gives color, so you can just wear this or you can put it on top of something. I've become obsessed. So this one is Orchid and so this one is Hibiscus, and I love it. This may be my most used one at the moment. The next one that I've been using is the shade Coconut. So it has a little bit of a more brown orange tone to it, which is also my jam. Again, you're gonna just kind of pop it up like a pen here. This is such a beautiful color. You can definitely see the depth into it. You can see the color difference even already. Even though they can maybe look a little similar, this definitely has more of a brown tone to it. Again, so juicy. The formula is crazy consistent so far with all the colors, and I've not tried this one yet. This one is called Orchid. So it can even look a little wet and juicy in the component once you start using them, but this one I've not used yet. I think you can see how it looks just like a lipstick. It looks like it's just gonna be maybe like one of those Colourpop lipsticks or something else. This is so unique. I've never tried anything like this. Oh my gosh. And again, they all have so much wonderful pigment that you can wear these alone. Like, this is Orchid right here. So stunning. These are all so beautiful, and you can see how juicy they are just in, like, on my hand. I love that color. I can't wait to use that color. Next, I am loving these. I am so glad a lot of you guys told me about this line because I had never heard of them. I don't know what rock I was under. Truly don't. But now these are the only things I have. Since the Ulta 21 day sale, this has been my main go-to for lips, and I love it so much. I'm so glad I got three. I'm so glad I got three because I almost took one out of the cart, but I was like, no, you could love this because if so many people told you it's amazing, and people I trust, like I know Lisa told me about this. Being able to get them on a sale made it so much more enticing, but the fact that you guys told me about it, and so many of you did, that how great these were, how did I not know about them? I have no idea. I had no clue though. They have a lot of different shade ranges in here too, and I did look at swatches online before I made my selection of these three, and these three are totally my jam. When it says what it is, it's a vegan balm, gloss, color, and treatment. That's a lot of things to have a lot of claims, but so far I totally agree. They say it's a cushion comfort complex, instantly plumps the appearance of lips and smooths the looks of lines on your lips, and the Maracuja drenches lips in moisture. So true. 10 plus antioxidant rich fruits that smooth and nourish. Mirror Shine formula wears a comfortable wear and never sticky. I totally agree, and you get everything in one swipe, as you guys saw. It smells like coconut. Oh my god, it does. I didn't even realize that until just now. So it's not an overwhelming scent, but if you're sensitive to scents, that's good to know. Sounds like it's got watermelon rich in vitamin C, strawberry, maracuja oil. I love these. I am so obsessed. I've been using them nonstop, and this is a new favorite for me. Brand new. So glad you guys told me about it. During the Ulta 21 day sale, I also took an opportunity to get something that wasn't on sale, but it had been sitting in my cart forever. And it's one of those things that you remember and then you forget about until you go shopping again, and you're like, oh, this is still in my cart. Should I get it? Should I get it? Well, since these guys were on such a great deal, I was like, why not get one other thing that's inexpensive that I had been wanting. I already teased this on my Instagram too, so if you missed that, I'm gonna show you here, but be sure to follow me on Instagram. I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I kind of show you what's going on, so Instagram may know a little earlier than anybody else kind of what's gonna be going on next month too, so you never know. You may just want to follow me there. But I love Colourpop, and Colourpop is so inexpensive but quality, so I went ahead and got something that I've had in my cart forever. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Sure Thing. And could I have gotten anything that matched my nails better? I don't think so. Obviously, my jam. I showed and sneaked a little of this, like I said, on my Instagram, so I did compare it to my nails, and I actually had it on for you the day of. This is obviously, if you've never tried the Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, I swear by these formulas. You can get it in a more natural, approachable shade if you want to, because a lot of people are still into natural makeup. Totally get it. But this is one of those products that you can just literally wipe it on your eye and go, and it is done. It is gorgeous. It is beautiful. It is pigmented. It goes in the crease well. It lasts all day. I highly recommend it. And as you can see, this one has some silver shimmer flecks, just like my nails do. I just couldn't believe how close this was to my nail color. So clearly I have a type. Yes, you agree? Okay. I love this. I think this is the color that I feel like, I don't know if I look great in it, but I love pulling it out a couple times a year, specifically in this new season we're coming into, the spring summer vibe. Clearly I like it and I wear it. And I had another shade that was kind of similar, but I knew I wanted something with a little bit more of the blue tone, because in case you already have this in your collection, I'll let you know how they compare, or if you want to get both, because I wore them together and they look beautiful. I also already had the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow Cusp. It's a little bit more of a greener tone here, but again, beautiful for summer, and it actually looks a little bit more like Ariel's tail, someone told me, in my Instagram when I was swatching them next to each other. It's got some shimmer, but it's also a little bit more green toned. And this one I feel like I have to layer up a bit more too, and it could be just because it's a little bit older, but I feel like it's a little bit more sheer maybe, so you kind of have to build it up. But when you do, you can totally see the difference. Like right here is Cusp, right here is Sure Thing. So I feel like these are gorgeous shades to have for the summer, just to kind of have a fun look. I put Sure Thing all over my lids at first, and then when I remembered I had this and I was like playing with it, I was like, I want to put this on my outer corner. So that way they just blend seamlessly together, but you can see there's some dimension and some complexity to the eye look. These two together are a gorgeous, yummy, but also fun summer look. I was obsessed. I couldn't wait to play with it some more, get it on my face. So I really wanted to share those with you because this is something that I've wanted for a while. It's been out on the market for a little bit, but I finally splurged a little bit when I was getting something already on a deal, and I'm obsessed. And have fun. Sometimes you just want to have fun, and you know, it's not a look I do all the time, but that's the awesome thing about makeup. It washes off. You can do a natural look the next day, but it lets us, you know, just kind of play around. I don't think any of you would be shocked anyway, but yeah, I have a type. Can you tell? Like, I like these fun beachy toned colors. These were just within my reach, you guys. These weren't even things that I planned to pull out for this video to show you I'm clearly insane and love the shade of like aqua teal. That was not my plan with this, but these are the things that sit on my desk because I was using them. I decorate in this color as well. Like my door over there is pretty close to this. Okay, so I've been talking about some newer things, right? Some things that I've purchased in the Ulta 21 day sale or just off Ulta, the drugstore with the brows. So now I'm gonna kick it back to stuff I already have and shopping my stash. I recently told you guys, I believe in my last video, I had pulled out something that was in my fall, like second chance eyeshadow palettes on deck. Like use them or get rid of them. You got too much in this tiny house. And I was like, okay, really gotta, you know, be more serious about using what's in my collection because I can't close my drawers. So I let you guys know in my last Boxycharm video that was makeup that I've gotten from Boxycharm that I recommend if you see it on a sale, if you see it in the pop-up or drop-off, whatever it's called, drop shop, I keep forgetting. I have hit pan on this palette. I have definitely hit even more pan on this palette since that last video because I'm still using it. It is a very easy palette to use. It's a natural palette, so if this isn't so much your jam, I can probably entice you with this Zoeva Caramel Melange palette that I think you can see right up front. I've hit even more pan on this Finish Sensual shade right here. This is a neutral lover's dream. The formula is so good. When I tell you these colors up here are natural but still opaque, that they coat the lid to give you a starting base, they are so good. Today, this is the majority of what is on my lids. It's the majority of what's been on my lids all month long. I have really leaned back into some of the things that I have had for a while that are quality because I want to use more of what's in my collection that I love. And this formula is so yummy. It blends beautifully, but then you can take a darker shade, lay it across, it blends beautifully. There's no patching. You can go into other shades and they marry well together without competing. Not all shadows can do that, and some palettes, you know, can have those great shades and then those finicky shades. I don't struggle with this palette much, so if I need something fast and easy, but pretty and natural, and something that I can feel confident using even if I do it a little differently each time just to kind of mix it up, I can do it and it still looks great and I don't have to worry about messing up or being like, ah, that didn't go together with this shade. This is, I mean, it's neutral, so yeah, but it's so good. This formula, do you still have one of the Zoeva palettes that maybe you got from Boxy or maybe you got it on your own? They were like a big hyped up there for a while. I haven't seen anyone talking about Zoeva in a while, but this is a palette that this is fresh pan, you guys. This is recent pan this year. Obsessing about this palette. Also still shopping my stash. Also something I mentioned in that last Boxycharm video of stuff that I can't stop using that I have just highly recommended that I've gotten from Boxycharm or the add-ons or pop-ups. This is something that I have seen roaming around still, so I still gotta tell you I have used this nonstop this month in a way that I'd never used this palette before. So I thought it was worthy of mentioning in my favorites as well because again, I've used this all month long, and I've trusted it to kind of give me a little bit of that beginning spring glow, even though I maybe don't really have it yet. It's that getting me into the spring summer mindset, getting that faux tan on with the Touch and Soul Glowdient palette. Do you guys still love this if you have it? Because I have recently told you guys I have fallen in love with the darkest shade, believe it or not. A lot of us looked at this palette originally and we were like, this is all shimmers. How is this a face palette? What am I gonna do with it? I'm with you. I thought the same thing. Oily skin girl, bossy pores. This could not work. Girl, when I tell you this sucker does not make you look like the Tin Man and you don't know how that's possible, it's just true. Highlighters are a given. You're expecting that consistency and formula and texture type. Blushes, a little bit, but like, okay, like you could go shimmery with that. But the darkest shade, that's a possibility. Let me tell you why I love this. I said this in my last video. I'm gonna say it again because if you haven't tried it, what do you got? What's gonna hurt? What's hard trying it? You could try it, and if you don't like it, wash it off. I take an angled brush. This one is from Alamar, and I just go into the sides of this angled brush, and I dab into here, and then I dab into there, just on the edges. I think you can even see where the product is. Just on the edges. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. You can do that if you want to, and then just lightly go in here and just kind of like carve out a little cheekbone, just a little bit. And it gives you a really nice contour. And because, I don't know if it's because it's not matte or what it is, but it looks so natural and gives you this like easy summertime chisel. I've even used this like going down the nose to do a little bit of nose contour, and it does not look bad. I don't know how to describe this formula for you other than amazing and witchcraft. I keep saying that because I don't understand how it works. Because in theory, you're like, a shimmery bronzer, a shimmery contour sounds awful. This is great. This is great. I have used this whole palette, the entire thing. But this is where I have the most dip, is in the darkest shade, because I've learned I can do this. And also, these shoulder blades right here, girl, it does the same thing. Can make you look like you're all snatched and bronzed and, you know, like you got out in the sun when really you have been working inside. It's exciting. I love this palette. I do keep using it all month long, so I know I'm talking about it in back-to-back videos, but it's for good reason. So I know some of you guys have said, oh my gosh, I know I discovered it too, and I love it. And then some of you guys told me in my last video, all right, girl, I have not touched that palette. Now I feel like I need to. Let me know if you have. Let me know if you still have this. Tell us below, how do you like to use it? Because we may even learn new ways to use this from you guys. Tell us the things, because this has become a new daily or at least weekly palette that I have been diving into all month long for this, for the contour. Yeah. Okay. So I've been doing a lot of overview of great, amazing things. So let me just tell you about something that I'm not loving, unfortunately. Now, it's still newish to my collection, so I'm not going to throw it away this moment, but I could see it getting tossed pretty quickly, and it's a mascara. So if it's a mascara that I'm not loving, where I know I can get some great ones from Essence for $4.99 at the drugstore, it's not something I have a harder time parting with, and it's something that doesn't last as long. So I'm like, I don't need to worry about hanging on to stuff if it's not working for me, and the lifespan is 3 months. How many of you guys did get the Aether Beauty Big Bang Mascara from Boxy? Did you get this? Some people may love it. It may be my eyelashes that are the problem, and maybe my eye shape. I always blame myself first. But this mascara has a really cool packaging. They're a clean-based company where they want everything to be sustainable, recyclable, and I love that about their mission. But this mascara is just definitely not doing it for me. I like a fluffy wand on some of my mascaras. It really just depends on the formula. And this formula doesn't do much of anything for me, unfortunately. I don't feel like it lifts well. I don't feel like it separates well. I feel like they may look good a little bit at first, and then they fall. They drop. They look heavy. And trying to mix and match mascaras, which sometimes will save a mascara. Sometimes you find a great combo, and you're like, oh, I can use this if I use this, whatever it is. But no, nothing seems to be working well for this mascara for me personally. And honestly, a couple of you have reached out to me and been like, Nichole, I don't like it either. I literally tried it so many times and I just had to get rid of it. Tell us if you like it, just so we know that I'm, I could be a minority in this. You guys may love this and I could be totally off base. But if you agree, also let us know, because then I'll feel less alone about being like, man, I keep trying some of these indie brands, but if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't. Okay, so one more thing that I am really loving that I did get from a Boxycharm is a gloss that I have now put, anytime I'm using more of a matte liquid lipstick. Now keep in mind, like I said, I have been using a ton of the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lippies. I'm obsessed with these. But every now and again, I do like to pull out my Huda Beauty Demi Matte liquid lips. Those are really great. But if I want to go to that next level of a lot of pigment, but I want a lot of pout, I do really like this new gloss that I got. This is from Lawless, which I think is this my first Lawless product? I can't remember if I've gotten anything in the past, but nothing is standing out. So that kind of tells you at least a little something, right? This is the Forget the Filler gloss from Lawless. It's a kind of a thicker gloss. However, it is so good. Like, you will feel some tingling. It's not too crazy or anything, but if you're sensitive, just be warned. There is some tingling, but it does juice up the lips. It gives you this really nice, oh shoot, should I just put this on too? I'm gonna have so many lippies on, but when I talk about them, I make myself want to put them on because they're so comfortable. And you can layer all of these. I guess that's another perk. You can layer all of them. It's really, really nice. I wasn't expecting to talk about so many lip products in the month of March, but I guess that's a majority of things that I ended up getting that came into my collection that were noteworthy, that I was excited about, that I purchased on my own. I don't even feel a lot of like tingling. It's just more like, I don't know, it's like activating. It's not a cooling effect necessarily, but you could call it that. Just some mild tingling kind of forming at the moment. It does plumping, smoothing, and nourishing. And this is a really high quality product. Really enjoy this a lot. I think it's in a shade. What is this? Rosy Outlook is the shade that I got from Boxy. Now it's starting to have a little bit more of a tingling effect now that it's had, you know, a minute to get down here, go through the 20 layers of lip products I got going on today, because today more is more, and I'm not sorry. 6 different shades you could pull from. A clinically tested ultra shiny gloss with immediate and long-term softening, hydrating, and visibly plumping benefits. I totally agree with that too, and I feel like that's kind of where I like a look to shine, especially if I'm doing a more natural look, and then I just want a good juicy pout. Now I got a lot more lippies coming up here, so just know I still like this, but we got more coming. But first, I do want to tell you about some products that I did talk about, I think in February is what it was, but I was using them this month too, and as someone who likes to wear, I guess, shoulderless tops, things like that in the summer months, as things start to warm up, and I do live in Florida, I really appreciate when a really good product comes out to help my babes in the audience that don't want to wear a bra, or with one of these kind of tops where you have to wear a specific type of sticky bra. I really have fallen in love with Bring It Up. Maybe it was last February's Faves and Fails, so it was like a whole month ago I talked about these because I had already tried them that month. Now it's like, again, a month later, and I'm still using my first set of these. These are some backups that I do have. There is a breast shaper back here, and over here, the first one up front here is the instant breast lifts. So if you are a mama who's got some boobies that are maybe not as perky as they once were, or you have heavier breasts because they're larger, this is something that I was even using yesterday to lift up the girls before I put on the sticky bra. When I tell you my back did not hurt yesterday wearing, again, one of these type of tops when I actually had errands to do, I was running around, but I really like to wear shoulderless tops in the summertime. I can tell you that it didn't hurt. And I am a double D girl. I'm a booby girl. I tell you that from time to time. But even if you have a smaller cup size, I could see somebody who maybe just doesn't want to put together like a wire bra when they're doing one of these kind of things, because they're so much more uncomfortable than going over the shoulder. As far as support goes, sometimes they pinch. These do not pinch, they stick. They do a really great job of lifting and supporting. So many are just kind of like sitting there and like, you know, all day you're pulling them up. I don't even have to think twice when I'm wearing these. I just think they're so great. They do not know I'm talking about them in this video. They don't know that I'm still enjoying their products because it's not like they even know I'm talking about it right now. So that's me, just a girl-to-girl moment there. I'm really appreciating having these, and we're getting to that season, that warmer time. You want to wear a little bit less and you want to feel free. Also, some of you guys have purchased these based off my recommendations and let me know that you love them. Some of you have told me you've even repurchased some of these things because you have found them to be so supportive, so helpful. So again, I really like these. This is not sponsored. They don't know I'm talking about them this month, but it's true. I used them yesterday. I've been using them this month, and I think they're awesome, and I can't wait to use them more this summer. And it's already hot here. It's already in the high 80s and stuff, so we already have humidity going. It's not like these are falling off when it gets hot and sticky out. I'm obsessed, and I needed to tell my friends. Also, I've been hitting some new weight loss goals. This is just another personal me to you kind of little conversation here. I've kind of let you guys know and been pretty transparent about my personal, like, behind the scenes journey here, that 2 years ago, is it 2 years? Oh God, it's gonna be more. This year's gonna be 3 years that I had my hysterectomy. And I'm technically in menopause, you know? So I'm being very mindful of my body and what I need. And I've been really blessed that I feel like my body is in some of the best shape it has been as an adult post hysterectomy, because I got all of that disease out. If you want to see that playlist, that is something totally different. I'll link it above for you. But, you know, I want to be mindful because a lot of people say they start gaining weight once they go through menopause. And now I'm going into year 3. I'm actually down, I want to say 13 pounds since middle of January this year. And it's from an app. Well, it's from myself taking care of me, but I've been using the app Noom to support that. This is not sponsored. They don't know I'm talking about them. I just know this is kind of an app that a lot of people have been asking me about when they're seeing some of my more updated pictures this spring. They're like, oh my gosh, you're looking great. I did a affordable luxury beauty and lifestyle video recently where I had on some swimsuits. I had on some really cute little outfits for spring and summer. And I got a lot of people being like, wow, girl, I can even definitely see a difference in you even since, you know, we've been talking or I've been watching your videos. Yeah, I definitely have even, you know, started to be proactive about my weight loss or my weight in that moment. And I'm not even like focusing so much on maybe weight loss, just being as healthy as I can. And what I love about Noom is that it's also about the psychology of why are we eating when we're not hungry, or what types of foods are we choosing, when and during the day are we doing things. It does have like the normal stuff like calorie tracking, how many steps are you doing, but I really like the psychology behind it, and I think that's what's helped me to continue to go even on those days you don't see the scale move, or maybe it goes up because of salt or stress, you know, but you keep at it for your own long-term health. So this is just something I've mentioned Noom before. It wasn't sponsored then, not sponsored now. I just wanted to share that with you because I have been having people be like, girl, what are you doing? I need some other type of motivation for myself too. And what I like about Noom is that it's me motivating myself, but you do get a coach. The coach comes in and tells you things about like, I'm looking at your food breakdown and this is what it is for you. How can I help you get to this? It can be a little pricey. So when I first started it, I mentioned this before, I had planned to do the 2-week free trial, which I can link that link for you below. Anybody can get that has it. It's not like something special that they gave me. And after that 2 weeks, I had planned to be like, I can't do this. It's too pricey. But then when I told them that the cost was the issue, they broke down the price for me and it's $19.99. And it's not because I have a YouTube channel. It's not because I'm really nice and smile and my husband's really cute. Not at all. It was just what they're giving to people that want to continue this journey but can't afford the regular price, which is really nice. So that's just a tip from me to you. Hopefully they don't come for my account for telling people that. But I've really enjoyed working with Noom. And that's something I can see myself doing for at least a few more months too, as I'm still, you know, working towards future goals for myself personally. Now I want to tell you guys about some things that I did just get in PR. And I'm always very honest with you guys. Even when somebody sends me a product, I'll let you know if I like it or I don't. And Merit Beauty very recently reached out to me and let me know they have a whole new lip line because I really enjoyed their natural lip oils. I think they give beautiful pigmentation. They feel amazing on the lips. They last really well. They're not goopy. But I wasn't the biggest fan of some of their like stick foundations, their stick concealers. They did not work well for me. I'm always transparent, even if it's gifted to me, even if it's, you know, sponsored, someone's giving me something. I keep it real with you because this is why I do these videos, for myself and for you, to let you know what's good and what's worth your money, what's not, based off my opinion and how I feel about makeup. So Merit has a new signature lip line that I was really excited because I like their lip products. I did get a couple more of their Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oils. I already had the shade All Natural, but I did get another one because I've been going through it because I like it a lot. And then I also picked up the shade Taupe. So I'll really quickly go through these because we've tried these before here on this channel, and then I'll let you know about their new signature line for their lips. But I already had some juicy lips going over here from the Tarte, so I may as well keep this going. This shade here is new for me. This one is Taupe. It's a little bit of a deeper brown tone. Let's see if it layers up well like the other one does. Yeah, it's really nice, very smooth. It also is very hydrating for the lips. It's less juicy looking than these Tarte ones, but it doesn't claim to be juicy. I just happened to notice that while it's on the same hand that is swatched. And I think the other one of these, the Au Naturel, is somewhere in my purse. This is one of my favorite shades that they have. This one is a little bit more of a warmer tone. It's a bit of a more pinky red brown tone maybe. It is so good. I mean, obviously, according to this hand, I have a type. Yes, I mean, no one is shocked. But you can definitely see the difference between these two. I think these are super comfortable. If you are interested in a tinted lip oil, because I know a lot of people are kind of moving again to that natural clean look, I have found these last. They do a really good job. This was one of the standout things from Merit that I really did enjoy. So I love that I got to try another shade of this, and now let's get into their new line. Now that's what I had on at the beginning of this video before I layered more lippies on top of layers, on top of layers, on top of layers, because you know more is more in my life. The signature lipstick, it's a lightweight lipstick, but can I just tell you how gorgeous these components are? Last night as I was unboxing these, I couldn't get over how beautiful these components are. Merit sent me 4 different shades of these gorgeous babies, so I'm really excited to play with these more kind of going into the next month. I did put them on this morning and I have been wearing them. They seem like a very natural lightweight. I didn't really feel like I was wearing anything, but you could definitely see like a flush of color. The way that Merit describes these is they are a hydrating, buildable lipstick with a soft satin finish. It's so lightweight, you'll forget you're wearing it. And I did. I totally forgot I was wearing it. So that's why when I was getting ready to, you know, talk about these other products, I was like, oh, let me just put it on. I'm like, wait, you already have something on. It just doesn't feel like it. I do believe they have 8 shades available, and I do have 4 of them here. Definitely like kind of has the bougie feeling of some maybe high-end luxe lipsticks, but what I can also tell you about this product is that it doesn't feel heavy on the lips, because again, they're like making it so it's a light feather touch to you. I can tell you, I really didn't when I saw the packaging, and maybe it's just a psychological thing, but when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, this is gonna feel like this type of lipstick. Like I had certain brands in my head that I've tried in the past, and no, these are absolutely so much lighter. Now let's do some swatches. They also say you can add the shade Slick for a top glossy finish with a little bit more opacity if you do want, and I do get some colors in here, as you know I tend to. That'll probably complement each other. So let's start with Millennial. I'm gonna do it over here on this hand. So this is Millennial. It's a pinker tone, but I could definitely see this being a really nice, like again, I just layered this up a bunch. It could be a little bit more nude toned, but it is a light feather pink shade, and look how you do see some juiciness to this. It feels really light on the hand. Curious if I do just one little swipe here. Yeah, still some opacity, but very light. I'm not going to be able to touch anything once this video is done because I'm going to be covered in so many lip swatches. This next one over here is Baby. With one swipe, you can definitely see here it's a little bit more of a nude brown tone base, which is honestly one of my favorites because I think it's because I have a more of a neutral undertone. Anything with a little bit of brown to it works well for me. I'm going to layer it up just a bit. Ooh, so creamy. Considering I'm using my opposite hand too, it's very easy to glide on. Next here is the shade Cabo. Okay, now this one I picked because it's vibrant and it's different. And I know sometimes you just want to go out of your comfort zone because like obviously sometimes you want to go a little bold. So Cabo here is a richer orange tone shade. I did a lot of these swatches last night in the evening because that's when I got the package. So I'm excited to see them in the day. And oh my gosh, you guys, this reminds me of Ofra's Miami Fever, but obviously not in a liquid lipstick format. This is stunning and one of my favorite colors to pull out. Also, in the summertime when I'm doing a little bit more vibrancy, oof, That girl is pigmented and so pretty. And look how smooth and easy the pull is on these. We love to see that in a lipstick. Love to see it. The retail price from Merit on these is $26. Let's see, this shade here is Slip. It's definitely a more brown toned shade. So let's see how this swatches. Ooh, this one is, okay, based off that first swatch, this one is very nude. So if you like a natural look, this will probably just complement whatever natural lip color you have. I'm gonna layer it. I'm gonna keep layering just a bit because this one is definitely closer to my skin tone. So this one would be great for a nude day, yeah? Okay, yeah, I know this doesn't have a lot of variety, but I'm loving this. Oh no, now we have a mower guy here. Oh, it's already windy enough. Sorry guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video really quickly because it's the mower guy just started. All right, so now I'm really excited about these. I'm gonna be trying these more in the future. Let's do some quick shout outs so you don't hear the mower guy going back there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna just, what I've been doing lately when I do my shout outs is I just kind of literally open up my YouTube studio and I kind of scroll through and just see who I keep seeing. And Nina P, thank you so much for also commenting on my community tab to let me know that you watched one of my latest videos, the Boxycharm one, and you were like, this inspired me to go through my collection. Let me know what I already have. And you just told me you've been a long time subscriber and you've noticed the quality of my videos upgrading as the years go by. Thank you so much, Nina. I put in a lot of work into these videos. This isn't my full-time job, but I act like it is because I love this so much and I love this community. So thank you. Mwah! Oh my gosh, Lily Garcia, she just watched my makeup I got from Boxycharm that I highly recommend video, and she's like, I love all of these, but when you went to the Brow Bar by Rima, I was like, yes, that's also my favorite. And you love the Transitions palette from Tarte. Oh, and the Tarte palettes. Girl, I'm telling you, we're here. We're here. Jennifer Scott goes, okay, I actually want to buy the Glowdient palette now because she watched my recent video where I just told you guys I was telling you about it. And she's like, you sold me before and I didn't pull the trigger, but time to get it now because your makeup looks gorgeous. Well, thank you. I'm telling you, it's not anything. I don't have any special skills that anybody else doesn't have. It's literally just using products, trying new things, and this is something that I just keep using. So thank you so much, Jennifer, for letting me know. So I'm glad I don't sound too repetitive to you guys because I'm telling you, these are the things I really do use. I really use them. Oh, Amanda, Scorpio Life, she goes, I haven't seen your videos in a while and you look amazing. She even says, you lost a lot of weight and you look very beautiful. Heart eyes. I always appreciate when you guys maybe kind of come back after a while because I know sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people or sometimes life gets busy. So I love when old friends kind of come back. And like I said, I've been using Noom, guys. It's not sponsored. It's just me taking care of myself, kind of going into, you know, this part of my life. And I'm feeling the best that I have in a really long time. Michelle B goes, time for me to take out my Touch and Soul palette. I was scared of it. Oh, Michelle, I'm telling you, don't be scared of this product. I was too, but the good news is it's makeup. It washes off, girl. We're stronger than that. We wash it off. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if you happen to be new or you are a longtime lurker, please hit that subscribe button because I have so many things upcoming to share with you guys this next month and going forward. So I will see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.